Namaste. Good morning. Welcome to our morning AcuYoga practice. Acupressure is a fantastic way to start to wake up and prepare for the day. And there are a couple of acupressure points which I do each and every morning to get my meridians flowing with energy and to prepare my body for the day. Before moving into acupressure, I like to start with breath work and meditation, of course. So please come into Sukhasana, a cross-legged position, or another position that's comfortable for you. And we'll begin our morning practice, our morning AcuYoga class, with a beautiful meditation. Bringing the hands into your heart center, and we gently close our eyes and begin to draw the awareness to the breath. Depending on how we sleep, our breath may or may not already be calm and full. Sometimes the lungs are a little like a car engine and they take a couple of times to turn over before they really start to breathe beautiful and deep. Often we take for granted our breath, particularly in the mornings when it's busy and we jump out of bed. But with the lungs being the primary source of postnatal chi, so the primary source of energy for the body, it's vital that we activate our breath first thing in the morning. That way we're getting that oxygen into the cells, the prana moving through the body, the chi moving through our meridians, and we're less likely to place stress on our digestive energy later in the day. And of course, we're less likely to use our backup energy, our kidney jing, which is our adrenaline. So we want to primarily be using our oxygen directly from our lungs. So just breathing into your nose, inflating your lower belly, and gently exhaling. Let's do this 4 more times. Keep your eyes closed and now just come back to a natural breath. It's nice to gently wake the nervous system up in the morning, so depending on where you are, you may have some sounds, some different smells, sensations on your skin. But without too much mental chatter, just start to notice what your nervous system is already picking up. Perhaps the house that you're in is starting to wake up for the day, or you might be somewhere quite quiet. But just sit in your space. Remind yourself this is a new day, you are in command of your energy. Feel the aura coming from the heart space around your body. And as we move through our AcuYoga practice, keep your awareness on your breath. So gently starting to open your eyes. Let's come onto our hands and knees this morning into tabletop. We're going to start opening up through the 2 main meridians, the master and the goddess. So our front main meridian, known as the conception vessel or the Ren meridian, master of all or goddess of all of our yin meridians. It is a feminine or yin meridian, so I like to refer to it in the feminine, and I refer to it as goddess energy. And then we have the god or master meridian on our back, the Du meridian or the governor vessel, the master of all of the yang meridians in the body. So using these 2 main meridians in the morning is going to have a beneficial effect on all of the 12 main meridians, the 6 yin and 6 yang. And one of the nicest ways and most gentle and effective ways to do this, of course, is to open up through the spine. So let's come on over into tabletop pose now. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, spine long. Check that the crown of your head is lengthened forward. Tailbone neutral to start. Fingers long but soft. And again, just come back to your breath. And let's take an inhalation and we'll open up through the Ren Meridian. So we open the belly, the chest, open your throat and look up to the third eye. Keep breathing in, stretching into the lungs. Now let's exhale and reverse. So tailbone comes under, close your chin onto your chest and round through the upper back. We're going to do this a total of 8 times. So let's go 7 more. Inhale. Maybe activating that ujjayi breath coming down the back of your throat. Exhale. Make sure your breath is lengthened and the movement takes the entire breath. Exhaling out. So you're gently articulating through the spine, separating the spaces between the vertebral junctions, flushing into the Du Meridian. 3 more. Opening through the front chakras now, particularly coming into third eye, throat chakra, heart, solar plexus. Exhale. The last 2, inhale as normal. We're going to do an open mouth exhalation here. So let's open the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And then coming back to your tabletop. We'll move into child's pose, Balasana, just for a couple of breaths. Maybe take the knees wide as you massage your hips back. I like to start first with my chin lifted to open through the thyroid and parathyroid throat chakra. And a really nice one to cleanse our stomach meridian in the morning. The stomach meridian coming from under the eye through the jaw and either side of the throat at the start of the meridian. And of course here we're opening and activating through the 3-arm yin. So that's pericardium, lung and heart meridians. Massaging into the 3-leg yin as well. So feeling the release, particularly through liver meridian around the inner groin. Come back up onto your hands. Let's see how we feel in our downward facing dog. This is optional this morning, but if it serves you, maybe walk your dog. Just see how the bladder meridian feels. Be quite fluid and just take any movements that suit. And then let's move through some acupressure. So, we'll start off on the feet, placing both of your feet flat on your mat, like you were going to do Navasana. And I'm going to take 3 fingers, placing the first finger directly under the kneecap. So what that means is the kneecap itself has a lower edge, and without sliding or pushing into the kneecap, I'm just resting my first finger under the kneecap, placing 2 and 3 fingers there. So I've got 3 finger breadths. Maybe relax your knee if that makes it easier to feel where the kneecap is. Where that 3rd finger is, you'll be pressing into the shin bone. I then just want you to drop off the shin bone about 1 centimeter lateral of the shin bone. And then we'll find it on the other side as well. I like to use 2 fingers to massage through this zone. We're on the stomach meridian here, and we're massaging into stomach 36, the energizer for the morning. Relaxing into the stomach meridian starts to begin our metabolism, really turns on that stomach chi. So beautiful circles here with those 2 fingers into stomach 36. It most likely will feel a little bit tight, and it can sometimes feel a little bit sore. So don't push too hard that you're going to cause any stagnation of blood or cause any pain. Keep it really nice and intentional, listening to the feedback of your body at all times. And then towards the end, I like to just get all of that area moving, so massaging in through my fingertips. See if you can feel the meridian activating all the way down towards the foot. You possibly can. Nice. So we're going to move from the stomach into the spleen now, and I'm going to do this one side at a time. So from Janu Shavasana with one knee in and one leg long, we're now going to press into the inside of the thigh. The easiest way to find this is to draw your toes back so that your knee is activated and you've engaged through the quad. And I want you to find the muscle on the inside of your knee. So this muscle is called vastus medialis, the middle of your quad, or the inside of the quad. And as that muscle is activated, you're looking for the middle of the muscle. You're coming up, so superior to the patella and slightly medial. It's in a diagonal line from the middle of the patella going all the way out to the inner groin. And again, if you were to find this muscle, and of course in some it's easier to see the muscle itself, in others you'll have to use a little bit of intuition to find it. But we're looking for the highest point in the muscle, right in the middle of the muscle belly. So this is the spleen meridian, and the point is spleen 10. So again, just using gentle circles here. Spleen 10 is an incredible point to release stagnation in the body, particularly in the digestive meridians, the stomach and the spleen. So again, just massaging here into the belly of the muscle. Start to notice if you feel any lumps or bumps, any areas where there's some stagnation. Let's come through the opposite side as well. Beautiful view here. I am on the Gold Coast at an estate called Austin Villa. So we are hosting our teacher training retreat here this year. What a beautiful location. Perfect weather as well. Depending on when you're watching this, it might be cold, it might be hot where you are, it might be noisy, it might be quiet. Beauty of online classes is you can tap into the energy of the class. So you are here with me this morning. And once you've massaged into spleen 10 on your opposite side, we're then going to come down the foot onto the liver meridian. So with both of your feet flat on your mat, we locate the liver meridian between the first and second toe. We're going to press into the space between the first and second toe, roughly 2 centimeters superior to the toe crease. So what that means is we press down exactly into the space between the first and second toe, the webbing. We then draw back 1 centimeter, not very far, and then 2 centimeters. If you feel like you've come to the bony part on the top of the foot, you've come a little bit too far, so maybe come a little proximal, a little bit, distal, so a little bit away from that bony part. And then we're going to find liver 3. So I'm going to turn to the side here just as that's a little easier to do both at the same time. We get a little forward bend here in Navasana. If we press into that liver 3, relax into the bladder meridian. And again, often this feels a little tender in the morning. The liver responsible for circulation of chi, free flow of chi, and of course, the purity of our blood. The liver is the meridian which falls last in the sequence of meridians. So the time of the liver is right before sunrise, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. When you're finished, let's come back into our cross-legged pose, and we'll come up into the hands for the last few acupressure points, starting with large intestine 4. So we've done this one quite a bit in AcuYoga. Locating that L between the first finger and thumb, find the belly of the muscle underneath that first finger bone. Be gentle here. You don't want to push too hard that you cause any pain, and start to gently massage into large intestine 4. So of course we want to activate into the large intestine in the morning, signaling to the large intestine that we are free to begin the waste removal process. The large intestine being the yang partner to the lung. So we've got those 3 morning meridians. We've got the liver with the energy or prana in the liver meridian between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Then we've got the lung, energy in the lung meridian between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., which is the best time to start your breath work. I know that's pretty early, but it really is amazing. If the sun is up where you are and you can get up even just around 5 a.m., maybe once a week to do some pranayama, it's going to help reset all of the meridians in your body. And then 5 to 7 a.m. being the large intestine time is usually when the bowels will open. So that's when our body begins to evacuate, get rid of any waste that's accumulated over the rest and digest period at nighttime. So let's finish off with a gallbladder point this morning. So coming up onto the top of the shoulder, you're going to locate the space between the side of your neck and the tip of the shoulder, and then come to about a halfway point, gallbladder 21, and you want to be right on top of the shoulder. So the most superior point of the trapezius muscle. It'll feel quite tender, and you don't need to be too specific, because when I massage into the gallbladder meridian here on the shoulder, I like to move around, get my neck into it, and try to find any little bits of stagnation. So we've got little adhesions, little knots in the muscles, the blood sometimes stops pumping, we get fluid accumulation. And of course, metaphysically, we carry burdens here on the shoulders. That creates excess in the gallbladder meridian and deficiency in the liver meridian. So we start getting fatigued, we get reliant on glucose and things like that, maybe alcohol for stress. Come to the opposite side when you're ready. And of course, we feel frustrated when we have the weight of the world on our shoulders. So it's a really, really nice acupressure point here, gallbladder 21. So let's go over the 5 acupressure points one more time. We started with stomach 36. So that's located 3 finger breadths below the kneecap, 1 finger breadth to the side. We then moved down onto the foot and we found our liver 3 point. So the liver 3 comes between the big toe and second toe, and we're coming just about 2 finger breadths up from that space. Of course, we also had our spleen 10. So spleen 10 located diagonally in and up from the center of the kneecap in the belly of vastus medialis, the inside muscle of the quad. Then we moved into large intestine 4, our beautiful acupressure point to release waste from the body. It opens up the lungs, being the partner of the lungs, and it's just a really nice point to get the energy moving in the day. And then our gallbladder 21, opening up through the gallbladder meridian, is a nice way to get aligned for the day. Metaphysically, the gallbladder helps to bring us on track. So, thank you for joining me for Acupressure this morning. We're not going to do a Shavasana because we want to get up and into our day. But now it's a nice time just to bring your awareness to your third eye. Close your eyes gently. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra once again. Take a nice, deep cleansing breath. Maybe tune into those meridians and see how you're feeling with your prana moving through your body. And let's call in the energy to have a beautiful, aligned, energized day. Namaste.